Alright, finally back. It's a little bit early, but I think we can probably get started right now. Over to that. And, alright, should be good. So, last we left off, we were refining a bunch of crap. So I did that last night after I ended the stream because that was very boring stuff and no one wants to sit there and watch it. So got all that stuff refined up. Well, got a bunch of oxygen now. I did get a bunch of nitrogen that I pumped in here, so we actually have a decent bit of air. Thank you, do go away. One thing I wanted to do real quick is make sure that our Stereops has the nitro that it needs. Okay. So, I think I have the main area pressurized, and we still have a bunch. Yay! Down a few percent. No, not going to be blowing up my ship yet. Although, where I'm planning on going tonight is to get the storage module and power module, which that's a very good chance of our ship blowing up, which yeah, we'll see how that goes. As for the bodies, that's over on Larry's station. Alright. Close that. Depressurize. Closed. Oh, that's right. We still need to repair upper deck of that. Correctly, we're pretty much set to go. Ooh, that needs some filling. Yay, full welder. Everyone likes a full welder. All filled up. Yeah, you stay here. Just in case of emergency. This guy bounces off from a lot of things. Just always have a headache. Alright, fix up. 100%. Yay! Alright, so I think what I'm going to do to start with, I would like to actually start having things pressurized. Like all the time. So I think what I'm going to do is check to see if I can have that portion pressurized. Outlaw. Duck. It's gonna be a little tight. Alright. Yeah, I think I'm gonna hold off for right now on that. Don't take Oh, actually no, we don't need to take this with us because we're going to get the storage module, and I just realized that I haven't processed all this stuff yet. Let's go do that real quick. Actually, I think we can make the Mark IV Mark IV Singularity Cell Detonator, which would be really nice. And yeah, these things aren't even usually worth the storage it takes to bring them back to recycle, because they only get 2 alloys and 3 carbon fibers from. Not worth it. I got more from a single piece of this, the shattered plating. But before I go any further, let's just pull everything over here just for shits and giggles. I want this guy. Okay, 5 more circuits. Don't think we're gonna have that. That and that. Okay, so the only thing that we need is more circuits. don't think we could quite have enough. No, we only got one. That's fine. We need to get 4 more when we're out and about, and then we will have ability to do some good jumps. Really? Okay. That's all done. What else in here that needs to be dealt with? Empty. One catalyst. We should go put that in our station. And I'm going to just put the ammo in here for now. No need to be carrying on that right now. Alright. Let's go see if we can blow ourselves up. You know, accidentally and whatnot. Ideally, once I get that, I'll be able to pressurize most of it, so. Get back in the habit of using the airlock the way it's supposed to be used, but yeah, I'll get there. Guy. Oh, I'm getting there. So I think what I'm going to do, because we have it, and you know, if we're gonna die, might as well take a bunch of stuff with us, like our air. So let's pressurize the stereops. Not a smart idea, I imagine, but when do I do the smart thing? Alright. See? It's all nice and light in here. Yay, okay. Here. And I was going to go with me. Just think, Cal, if you buy this, you could join us, and then you wouldn't have to be clicking on my screen. But this would be a very infuriating game, like how Larry's experiencing right now. But let's get this guy. Might as well get the extra 50% power output from this. I know you do. I know you do. The easiest way to deal with the issue that Larry's dealing with right now is the movement aspect, and if you play Space Engineers, but when you're in your suit in space, turn off your inertial dampeners and fly around like that. Connectivity wasn't really the issue, it's mainly the movement. When I was watching him try to dock last night, that became very apparent. He's used to doing things very quickly in Space Engineers, and you cannot do that in this. You have to move very slowly, like infuriatingly slowly. Up. I'm actually very surprised. Like this game has actually been out for I think almost 2 years. Very early access for most of it, or maybe it's a year. I don't remember which one. It's been a little while, but they're doing another major update here very soon, like a full-on change to the mining, which I'll get into a little later. And before I go out here to what's going to be my death, I can almost guarantee that, I'm going to come out here. Go to here quick, because I want to get a second Stereops, the ship that we're flying right now. Mainly because I'm planning for my death, because it's gonna happen. It really is. Well, I don't have enough valuable things on here to warrant the game to kill me off just yet. Last time that I did this, I had I still from there. Oops. I had a really good suit, the Proteus suit, as 3 times oxygen and a little over 3 times the nitro that this thing does, and I really did not clean up after myself. Oops. I tell ya, I'm just a slob sometimes. But I had like 1 on me, 3 of them over here, 2 extra full suits. You know, this thing was fully decked out with 4 full warp cells and Mark IV singularity cell detonator and a Mark IV catalyst on top, and you know, I was doing really well. And 10 seconds after I arrived and docked with the storage module I was planning on taking, boom. Damn it. That was a rage quit night. One thing that I have noticed is the only place that you really find the stereops is sitting around broken marble. From what I've read, you can actually find the better ship, the Argus, or the Sarah, or Mule, however you feel like calling it. Apparently that spawns around here too, but it's oriented right now. There we go. Yeah, apparently that scans around here too, but I've never once seen it. Hey, look at that. There's another stereops. What else we want? Power. Military scrapyard. I do want to check that, but at the same time, I don't want to check that. Huh. That's pretty close. We'll just slow boat it over there. What? That is a bright sun. Lateral movement fixed up first. Alright, let's go. And since we're actually a decent bit of ways, normally I would just jump over to it because, I'm just gonna do it this way just because it's different. It would be faster to just jump to it, you know. Look at that, already closed up about 5 kilometers worth. No problems. Under normal circumstances, I would never advocate going, you know, a 1/4 kilometer a second in this game. Once we get to about 5 kilometers, we'll bring it down to 100 meters a second. Or I should say, start bringing it down. Let's see. 1, 2. Ah. Get ourselves in nice and close like. Snuggle right up next to it. Trying to see where it's mount pointed. I think it's on this side. Yeah, it is. Oh. Prepped. So... match. Haha. Alright. We'll take a look at it first before we just snag it. I also want to take this to repair it up a bit. Helmet. Pressurize, airlock. Ah, so much faster. Alright. Down here and check this guy out. Damage that needs repairing. Now the other nice thing is that when we bring this back and hook this up to our station, this will be bringing us in about 400. We can easily get it up to 800 power a second, which would be really nice, just because, you know, more power. But once we get the power module, which again I'm hoping to do tonight, that'll be awesome. But first priority is going to be the storage module, just because that I like the storage module. I really do. Power module also is another important thing. A lot of people do like to use the a lot of people do like to use the solar panels instead of the power module, just because the solar panels, you know, free power, whereas the power module does end up taking Helium-3, which is not the easiest thing to get, but once you get it all set up, it doesn't take much of anything. It really doesn't. It goes very quick to get what you need to last for a few days. And you can output so much more power with the power module. Like, at max you can output 2500, whereas with a fully upgraded solar module, you're getting 600. And that's also using 4 times the catalyst that you would, well, not the same amount of catalyst, but 600 versus 2500. Yeah, I'd go with the power module myself. I think that'll do it on the outside here. And we'll just open both. Not pressurize it all, so. Couple of jetpacks, that'll be nice. Just careful. Okay, no turret, which I didn't think there was gonna be, but just want to be on the safe side. Pair it up. Alright, that's done. Up back here. More damage. Excuse me. And usually what I do, I like to have 2 of these. One is like an emergency backup for when I do end up dying. But I also like to have one of these fitted out to be a just like a pure mining ship, because you can fit a lot of stuff on here. You have, I go with 4 drills. There's no reason to have 4, especially if you're just playing by yourself. Just 1 drill's fine. But then you have, I think it has room for like 12 or 18 batteries. 6, 12, a lot of stuff. Damn. Oh yeah, and any of these that you end up finding, they come with a partially expended warp cell and a Mark 1 singularity cell detonator. Really nice. Not much of anything else though. Ready supplies. Got a few things. Bad, not bad. No grenades. Don't worry, we'll go and get grenades later. Alright, Claim this one. Nope. Alright, so back here to the power. Deploy that, and we'll turn it on. We'll go back to our main ship. Where is it? Where is it? Got all turned around. And we'll hook up to that and tow it back to the station. I think this time I'm actually going to set up a base at an asteroid, like specifically a mining base, so that way it's even easier, and that kind of negates the need for a mining ship, but at the same time, it's still good to have it. Our helmet. Okay. Now we get to do this fun song and dance. A little bit to the left. Okay. No running into things for me. yeah, that would not be good. I have done that before accidentally, and you take a decent amount of damage. Whoops. Especially when H is the one that controls your helmet visor and G drops things. It, yeah, you sometimes have that problem. Oops. Pretty much. Every time I think of that, all I can think of is Total Recall. The faces that Schwarzenegger makes. Alright, let's get this guy home, which is here. Stage 2, and... God, I missed that movie. I need to watch that again. I love that movie so much. Alright, so once we get this docked up, there's not really going to be a second docking space, so we'll have to get the power module or the storage module, whichever one. They both have good amount of storage space, but I just kind of want to get the refinery first because it provides a much, or I'm sorry, the storage module, because it provides a much better refinery and 6 times the storage for the gases and raw materials, which is kind of nice to have. Alright, sounds good, man. And this warp effect is quite obnoxious. Gonna do one of these for now. It also is absolutely atrocious when you realize that, hey, look at that seam right there. Oh, you can never unsee that. And there's also a seam right there. And over there. Up above looks fine, but yeah, it's obnoxious. What's also fun is when you're towing something, like let's say the outpost or the fabrication module, and you have someone sitting in that module working while you're warping. The warp bubble effect doesn't encompass the entire place, so it looks really, really weird. I don't even know what direction I'm looking at this at. I think I see the command module there. Like, God, that sun's bright. I think it's... What is that? Okay, I think I am under it. And I think I have one of the fun little bugs. Yeah, the outpost isn't showing up at all, which... Yeah, so as you can see, it looks like two separate things there. So what I'm going to do... Swap over to the BRB screen, log out real quick, and log back in, and the outpost will show up again. Yay! The joys of early access. Oh, excuse me. Alright, and we're back. And if we look again, hey, our entire station is there now. Yay! Alright. So, undock from that. 3, put the helmet on. Alright. Up the pressurization. All the fun stuffs. Alright, let's go get this guy docked up on the fabrication module. This guy down for that. So round. Going right where I want to, kind of. That nice positioned ish. Again, dock. I want to go to the location module. This view, I need up and to the left of it. Also need Then we'll need to get another catalyst for this, for the solars on it, but well, you can do that in good time. Then after we do this, get this docked up, then we go and try to kill ourselves. Yay! Excuse me. Alright, that's all docked up. Little panels are on, and I'm actually going to just turn off this, so we're not using up the 125 out of that, so it's all just purely going to the station. There. That. And we'll see what we find first. Power module or the storage module. And which one we can get without, you know, instantly blowing up. Close, repressurize. Oop, nope, I do not want to open up the inner door yet. Now let's open up the inner door. Alright. Helmet. And now we want to go out here to Everest Station. What to do is I want to try to find out looks like they're both going away. I think. So this is still partially in the area. Storage. Let's warp to this guy and see if we can get that. The last time that I did this, I thought the storage module was just coming out of the debris field. It was going into it. Whoops. So when we do get there, a little bit. So when we do get there, we're gonna have to want to move very quickly, mainly because it doesn't look like they have that fast of an orb, but since you don't really want to be moving too quickly, I guess orbital period is 5.5 hours. But it does enter the debris field twice. I think what I did is I got into it when it was over here, and it came through this side, and boom. Not fun. So how goes the planting in Worm, Cal? Well, it still says we're in a debris field, which I kind of figured. So have to be pretty dang carefully. Nice, very nice. Yeah, what my goal is eventually is to get one of those planter racks with 100 planters in each one for each of the different things that can be grown, just so that way we have it. So when I decide to do a massive cooking grind, I have everything on hand. But that'll come later. You know, if I was smart, I would have actually, like, emptied out most of the things on this ship, but... oh well, who can be smart? Yes, yes, that plant all is nice. So is the harvest all. I'm very curious as to how that's going to work with the larger planters or planter racks. So, trying to see how we need to. Oh, actually, we're on top of it. Okay, so you see how there's that ship that just showed up on the map, or on the radar on the bottom right? Those are debris pieces, and those will destroy us. Yes, 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 they will. Very, very painfully. And they have a tendency of wanting to come right at you. I'm going to stay put here because I'm being a little bit of a chicken at the moment because yeah, just insta-dying is not a fun thing. You see, they end up getting pretty close. I did have one when I was sitting waiting for a debris field pass. One of them came within 20 meters of me, and I swore that it was going to hit me. It scared the living crap out of me. These aren't bad. They just say small ship, better than the large ships. And if you look on our left side there, our vessel is taking damage just by being in the debris field. So we do want to be kind of careful of that. Should be getting out of it any time now. Like, we should be out of it right now, but we're not. So. Oh, look at that. Large debris pass by. I kind of want to go out right now, but at the same time I don't. But yeah. My apologies about that. I wonder if I can something like that. Right there. There we go. I wish you could. Oh my God, do I wish you could. Yeah, apologies about that. I've just gotten so used to it that I kind of ignore it most of the time, but yeah, I know it's annoying. Well, screw it. We're going to be a little ballsy, which is probably going to be the end of us, but, you know. Yeah, that sun is just insanely bright. Alright, let's see here. There's damage on this thing, so we can repair it up quick so we don't, like, insta-die. Still have a chance of it, but, no risk, no reward, right? That hull integrity up. yeah, it is entirely possible. Lost another drone kill. Come on, man. I thought you were better at this. Looks like there's damage. Yep, there's damage. Over by the RCS control. This up, and then let's get ballsy and go inside. Which, like I said, probably going to be the end of us, but, you know, what can you do? I'm not even going to care about those. I will go somewhere else to get the stuff. Yes, I do like that, and I want that. Grab the second one of those. Really didn't need to grab that, but grabbing it anyway. Take these. Kind of stupid to just be sitting here wasting time, but you know, that's me. Kind of stupid half the time, but whatever. Alright, so this is an actual module. Ground. Here quick. Really should just go in, disconnect things, and get the hell out, but again, I like to be a little ballsy sometimes. Oop, oop, oop. How do we do this? Hacking tools, going to need those later on. Gimme, gimme. Alright. Oh, there's another one. Gimme. Give it to me. I want it. Oh my god, no. There it is. Ah, okay. Do those. Don't need them. Hop in here. Get on the ground. What I'm gonna do is I want this module regardless of what's in it for the storage. We're kind of disconnecting. And we are going to disconnect that. Okay, so the storage module is free. Pair this up.
Ecstasy is a street name for the drug methylene deoxymethamphetamine, MDMA, an amphetamine-based synthetic drug
Okay.
with euphoric effects,
Now
stimulant, speed up the messages
we are
between
going
the brain
to
and the body,
get back to our ship ASAP.
alert, confident, or energetic. Tick, tick, tick.
And you see things bouncing off from it. And you can actually get hit out here too, and it hurts. But, you know. High risk, high reward out here. This is one of the reasons why I don't usually like to keep my area pressurized, because it takes longer to do things. If I was being smart, I would not have the area pressurized while doing all of this, but you know, it's fun. Refill, something. That I want, yes, that one. Kind of like so. Like that. There we go. That. Thankfully, we're not in a super dangerous portion of the debris field, and it's just little things, but you can see explosions in the background, and it's a wee bit nerve-wracking. Cockeyed here. Yep. There we go. Get on. Good enough for me. We drift off. Okay. Let's quickly switch over to the warp and get the hell out of here. Visualize that. And the other fun part about out here is that if you do end up getting hit by a piece of debris while you're lining up, it can just like completely throw you off and make it almost impossible to warp out. All sorts of fun. Yay. Okay. We'll get this guy back, attach it up, and then we'll go exploring it and show you all the fun things that this thing has to offer. Which is a lot of fun. I like this module a lot. It's actually going to be the core of what my mining outpost is going to be. Kind of my plan is that I want to have it set so that way I have the storage module, the power module, and I haven't decided what the third one's going to be. If I was playing on a public server, I would probably end up having a command module. Disconnected. What disconnected? You disconnected? Yes, yes. They definitely have some work to do on that. It's been brought up on the Discord many, 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 many times. People really have a problem with it. Yeah, I know, I know. But what they've said is that this warp effect is very much a placeholder, that they're probably going to be changing it around in the very near future, so... And it looks like we warped off from where we need to go, which is really annoying. We'll initiate a second warp. Get ourselves a little bit closer. Oh my god, do I want the better singularity cell detonator. Yeah, I know. I'm the same way, but I've done hundreds of warps in this game, and I've kind of gotten used to it. I've learned to live with it. How about this? I'll look this way so that way you don't have to see it. That make it better? If you don't see it, it doesn't happen, right? That's a spare one. There. What else do we get? A bit of dry ice, a little bit of nitro. Okay. That was a weird sound. It sounded like it spun up twice. Whatever. Still need to get those guys. Stuff for our air filter. Oh yeah, our quality is dropping fairly rapidly. We need to get that fixed by getting some carbon filters. Thank you. Cool tip. I'm trying to make it so you don't see the horrible light show. Yep, seems visible there. There we go. And we are here, but we have that fun little disconnect again. Oh joy. And not mistaken, our that. Yeah, we're actually coming in on the right side. So get ourselves in range. Carrying the cargo module and the power module both, your ship becomes very, very sluggish and unresponsive. So you definitely want to be moving slowly when you have those attached. But we'll get close enough, match speed. I'll do the quick log out, log in again, and yeah, we'll be good to go. In all honesty, I could probably just log out and log in, be fine before I actually arrive, but safety first. I mean, we did just have giant hunks of metal flying at us, so I mean, that we just had our unsafe portion. Now we're back at our main base. You know, safety is not bad. True, trust me, we will definitely be getting to the extremely unsafe things, like having turrets shoot at you. Alright, I will bring the stream back in a second here. Out and log back in. The unfortunate part is you have to do that fairly often. Yeah, I will go and try to take go through that military junkyard. One of the things that I do like doing is I like having this on a server, so that way I don't have the capability of saves and reloads. So if I die, I die and have to spend a long time coming back. I can't just go, we're gonna reload. That never happened. Kind of forces me to change the way that I think about things. Like, if I'm going to go and do that stuff, I need to have a good respawn point fairly close by and a way of getting my ship back, so that way I don't just like completely screw myself. Yeah. I mean, it did take us, what, an hour and a half to get to each other for the first time? And to be honest, I haven't logged in for a while, so I don't even know if our stuff is still functioning. That was hilarious, though, you have to admit. At least we got it up and running. And we've, that is true. I do like that. I do like the way that they're, from what I've heard, how they're going about the, this big update that they're doing. They're completely changing around, like, the entire survival experience to be more... What's the word I'm looking for? They try to make it a little bit more interesting. So like when you start out, they have like a mini tutorial built right into the game. So there's like a research-based system for getting access to all of the different blocks that you can do. I think you can turn that off, but it's also tied to your faction. So if someone in your faction accomplishes something, then everybody accomplishes it. So it's kind of cool that way. It gives you a sense of progression. But they're also rebalancing a lot of things for actual survival perspective. Their entire perspective so far has been creative portion. The survival is very much a back burner. Now they're making it into a full-on survival game, which I absolutely love. They're adding in a hydrogen generator, so you actually have a use for all of that hydrogen if you're not using hydrogen engines, so that's going to be cool. And since you're generating oxygen anyway, I mean, you might as well take advantage of all that extra hydrogen. Yeah, same here. And we got Styx very, very involved in it. Like, he's sucked into it, playing a lot more than he probably should be. Well, I say probably should be, but I think he's been up late every single night playing it. Yeah, space engineers. He actually started out on the alien planet, so instead of the cyber wolves like we were dealing with on Earth, he's dealing with the spiders. And the spiders are a little bit more annoying. They have a very annoying sound to them as well. But yeah, he started about a week ago, I think. Something like that. Yeah. They're fun. Alright. So we got our storage module taken care of now. I am low on oxygen, of course I am. Let's get our stereops docked back up with this, and then we will go explore. See what all kinds of goodies we got in there. Yes, I know my oxygen's low. It'll be fine. Yeah, once that survival update comes out, I'm definitely gonna be playing the shit out of that. For sure. I want to. Yeah, CBM. That is exactly the one that I want. Oop, that's the wrong rotation. Get that all nice and positioned and get ourselves in there. Alright. Now that we have this, we are very much going to need to get the power module because this thing is a power hog when you run the refinery. Like, without a servo motor on it, it'll consume 3,000 power a second. With even just the tier 1 servo motor, it's down to 1,500, which that's still a lot, but yeah, doable. If you get the tier 4 servo motor, which I definitely want to do at some point, that'll bring it down to 600. Okay, let's get this depressurized. Everything pumped back into the main system. That up, and I'm actually going to be intelligent this time, kind of, and take all of this stuff. No reason for it to be in here. That can go away. What else we got? Guns. I think one more. I got one that we have to deal with from here, but that's fine. And this is probably gonna be the last time that I use that airlock module. Yeah, I never use this thing anymore. Once I get the Argus, I will, but till then, no. And I'll still probably pressurize this just because I can. Actually, I'm gonna put these in here just because, you know, like I said, I can. First things first, let's go change out our suit because, you know, dying of oxygen loss would not be fun. Alright. And get charging. Okay. Okay. Let's head on over here. There we go. Good. Alright, so this is our storage module. I showed one of these yesterday, but yeah. Now this is ours. And don't think that shows anything. Eh, it doesn't show. How is our hull integrity? Ah, 71%. We're good. We're good on this for now. So, what all do we got in here? Oh, just kind of a bust for like items, but pretty sure we got a decent amount of resources. Stuff that needs to be processed and just normal resources too. Those. Yep, nothing there. Okay. Armature. Something at least. Or find. Yeah, that's about it. And it contains a little hydrogen, which is. Geez, stem harden. Yeah. So, what do we got in here? Got some hydrogen, a little bit of helium, nitrogen, yes. Want the nitrogen. Okay, and some more of this stuff, which, cool. All this. Little song and dance. Alright, so that is all of that. That is that's refined. That's refined. We're also going to go back onto the ship. Fill that. So that is what's nice. 1,000 storage for refining. That's not so nice, but you know, I'm gonna go and get the, before I actually do any of the refining, I'm going to go and grab the servo module from the main area, and if I was thinking properly, I would have done that already, but whatever. Here, I don't use them very much. Actually, just refilled this, might as well fix her up. Alright, that's all fixed up. Now I always like to keep this open because you just pop right out here. Look at that, the door to our ship's right there. This is how I normally just enter and exit. Now, not the smartest idea on public servers unless you have turrets set up. Got a turret set up there, and a turret set up there. Keeping your door open isn't a bad idea because then it forces people to come in that way because they can, and they'll just get pretty much gunned down. Here's all fixed up. See any damage up here? Okay. Any other damage in here? I don't think so. Helmet. Oh, not picking ammo. I'll put that. No, not that we need it, but. Alright, so. I have this guy. Actually, before I do that. If anything, I want to see if I can make excuse me, a better Mark IV servo motor because it's going to help out a lot. I won't necessarily be using it here all the time, but I mean it'll be nice to have it. So. And I know I should probably go and check, but I'm pretty sure I'm good. Famous last words. Bye, Cal. Oh yeah, we're actually getting a little full. Actually, what I could do now that we have the storage module, transfer it all up onto there. Oh, no, wait. Storage module. That's where I want it. Perfect. Okay. Let's finish this up. Please. Alright. I'm actually gonna put the ammo over here for now. Not really any particular reason. Don't need all that ammo on the ship because I'm not going to be going after the military stuffs at the moment. Alright. So want servo motor. Or hey, look at that, we can make it. Go ahead and make that. All nice and bright. They do like their bright lights in this game. They really do. Alright, so got our Mark IV servo motor. I'm going to put our Mark I in the air generator. On that, make Mark IV catalyst. That would be really nice to have. Second one. Or no, we got okay. So that'll have to do for now. Before I pressurize anything. Get this stuff processed. Really, I'll have the nitrates going first. Excuse me. Alright, so reduces power consumption by 80%. Right now, if we go to the refinery, we got 3,000. Oh, we can't. Come on, move it all. All of it. All of it. There you go. Nitrates first. Okay, 3K per second. So if I then put in the tier 4 servo motor, refinery, 600 a second. We're still going to be losing some, and not much that we can do about that. Let's refine that up, and it goes so much faster. Like all of that for like 300 units, a minute 30 versus 3 minutes per 100. So heck of a lot faster for doing large quantities of stuff. And when I go out and mine, once I've outfitted a mining ship, I usually bring back 2,000 to 3,000 raw resources every time. So being able to process all of that in a timely fashion, really nice to have. Pull the nitrogen out of there because I'm going to throw that into here to generate more air. Okay, we should have enough air now to actually get some things pressurized. So close the outer door and hopefully get this section pressurized along with this through the main area and the fabrication module. That is my goal for getting things pressurized. So we'll cut you down now because it's not actually doing anything. Pressurize the main room and both corridors. That's going to consume about half of our air. We need both of these in the upper deck, obviously. Corridor C. That actually needs to go on. Oh, look, it finished already. Cool. Then CBM, if we do the airlock and the prep room. I don't think we have enough for that. In fact, I'm almost positive that we don't. Ah! No, we don't. Son of a gun. With that in mind, let's depressurize the whole thing again. I think I might go mining, because I really would like to get enough to do that. Okay. I go here, there when I inevitably need it. Why do I have my flashlight on? Not need it. Alright, that's all depressurized. So, I'm thinking we either A, go mining, not the most exciting thing in the world, or the other thing I'm thinking of, I don't need to do that right now, but I'm also thinking that we can also grab our these guys. Let's do that. I'll grab those guys. We're gonna go to the Bether junkyard again. We went there yesterday, but we didn't have the canisters for taking everything, so I want to go there, get the nitrogen and any nitrates, along with regolith and helium 3. Those are the main ones that I'm looking for, because they're gonna be the core of everything that I end up. So, really need to finish cleaning this area out, but I'll get there. Okay. These guys need to go here. Keep at least some semblance of organization, but grab that, and last thing that we will do, do some stuff. Okay, let us go to the junkyard again. Regolith, nitrates, helium 3, and nitrogen are the resources we're looking for, and then I'd also like to get some stuff that has circuits in it again. Add a little bit, and what we'll do now, is this the junkyard? No, this is the ruins. Here. Ooh. At their junkyard. That's probably about as close as I'd really like to get. Let's actually increase this time a little bit then, so we're still not spending a lot of time in there. Okay, we'll just leave it at that. Initialize that. Line up, and then I'm going to go away for a little bit, get prepped for doing a little bit longer stream, probably another hour or so. So with that, I will be right back.